In eastern Washington, police officers quickly put handcuffs on Rain Brown. In just a few seconds, the cheerful and colorful star of the show Alaskan Bush People became a jail inmate. She was arrested along with her new husband, Josiah Lawton. Fans were shocked. Many asked, how did this kind and religious young woman end up in jail? What happened that pushed her from the quiet forest to a cold jail cell? The answer isn't clear yet, but early signs suggest something serious happened. People online started talking immediately. Some said, Rain arrested? That can't be true. But the official arrest report confirmed it. On December 25th, Rain Brown, whose full name is Catherine Raindrop Brown, was officially charged. The charges included first-degree burglary, first-degree malicious mischief, and second-degree trespassing. Rain had recently shared a happy Instagram post in 2025 about her wedding, but just a few months later, on April 11th, her life changed completely. Rain is the youngest daughter of the Brown family, known from the Alaskan Bush People series on the Discovery Channel. Viewers never imagined she would be facing criminal charges. The Brown family lived far away from city life. Their home, called Northstar Ranch, was built after a wildfire destroyed their original house. It was the last dream of Rain's father, Billy Brown, who passed away from a seizure. He wanted a place where his 7 children could live, heal, and raise their own families. Since then, each Brown child tried to keep that dream alive. Gabe planted apple trees. Noah built a solar-powered water system. Bear created hiking trails for his kids. Rain, who once enjoyed chopping firewood, became quiet and withdrawn. After Billy died and the show ended in 2022, Rain's social media posts became darker. One post from February 2024 said, "When the sky breaks, it breaks you first." Many fans thought it was just grief. No one expected she would later be charged with breaking into a lakeside cabin near the town of Tanakit. Details of what happened are still hidden in sealed court documents. Investigators say there was forced entry, broken antique glass, and over $25,000 in damage. Some of Rain's supporters claim the cabin was abandoned and that she was only trying to collect important paperwork owed to her. Others say the cabin belonged to her former manager, a person she accused of stealing $43,000 from her. The arrest shocked fans and threatened the wholesome image Billy Brown had spent years building. The Discovery Channel made a brief statement saying they were watching the situation. Advertisers pulled back, and gossip magazines called it the end of the Browns' innocence. While Rain and Josiah waited in a county jail, people online split into groups. Some said Rain couldn't have done it, pointing to her religious posts. Others remembered moments where she questioned her father's rules and said maybe this was her finally acting out. Some people thought the real reason was deeper. Maybe grief, fame, and money troubles led to poor decisions. On April 14th, Rain and Josiah were released from jail without needing to pay bail. But Rain's reputation was already badly damaged. On TikTok, sad videos of Rain singing by a campfire were mixed with mean cartoons of bears in jail. A petition asking the Discovery Channel to help pay her legal fees got over 10,000 signatures in a day. But just as many people stopped supporting her, saying they were tired of the Browns' story. Rain Brown was raised far from cities and courtrooms. She was born in November 2002, the youngest child of Billy and Amora, Amy, Brown. She didn't grow up with lullabies or playgrounds. Instead, she listened to chainsaws and climbed over moss-covered logs in Alaska. When Discovery Channel found the family in 2013, Rain was 11 years old. The network wanted a survival show, but what they found was a family deeply connected to nature. Alaskan Bush People started in May 2014. Rain quickly became a fan favorite with her big smile and poetic way of speaking. She loved crafting and once made dolls out of old flannel shirts. She was known as the kind and gentle heart of the show, often praying quietly even in tough moments. But fame changed things. Instead of having a normal teenage life, she was busy filming, hunting, and helping the family survive. By 2018, signs of stress appeared. Her social media posts hinted at emotional struggles. One caption read, Some days the mud feels ankle-deep in my soul. She started facing criticism online. Trolls accused the family of faking parts of the show. Rumors spread that she wanted to leave and go to college. Her father believed hard times built strong character. Her mother, who battled cancer, believed in faith. Rain tried to find her own way between those beliefs. She saw her brothers Matt and Joshua deal with addiction. She saw her sister Birdie face possible surgery that could stop her from having children. She saw the show slowly turn from a documentary into a reality drama. After Billy died in 2021, the show lost its direction. Ratings dropped, and Discovery ended it in 2022 after 14 seasons. At just 19, Rain had to face the real world without the cameras and crew that had become part of her life. She said goodbye to fans with a mysterious post under a snowy photo of their old home. Many thought she was heading to a new life in the city. But she stayed close to her family, moving with them to rebuild Northstar Ranch in Washington. Life there was hard. Money was tight. Insurance didn't cover all the fire damage. Old TV paychecks were gone. Rain started working at a small diner in a town called Chelan. That's where she met Josiah Lawton, a chef with tattoos and a kind heart. They quickly fell in love, sharing songs, long drives, and late-night talks. He came from Kentucky and was already burned out from long hours in restaurant kitchens. Rain appreciated his calm nature. He admired her tough spirit. They promised to stay true to a simple life. By Christmas 2023, they made their relationship public. Rain posted photos calling Josiah her angel and her home. Some fans were happy. Others were skeptical. But Rain, who had spent her life in the wilderness, believed she had found love. Josiah proposed on a misty pier overlooking Lake Chelan, using a wooden ring box he made himself. Rain said yes before he could finish asking. They got married in a small log chapel in Wenatchee just weeks later. There were no camera crews, just close family. Her mother read from the Bible, her brother played music, and a local pastor spoke about forgiveness. Someone leaked blurry photos online, and soon the wedding trended on social media. Offers for paid interviews followed, but they turned them all down. Rain said love didn't need a sponsor, but it did need money. Northstar Ranch was still struggling. Veterinary bills, court costs, and back taxes were adding up. Rain and Josiah came up with a plan. They wanted to turn an old cabin by the lake into a retreat where Josiah could teach cooking and Rain could sell handmade soaps. But there were problems with the lease. Papers went missing. Rain kept a journal and wrote that if the plan failed, they would keep going anyway, planting vegetables in buckets and singing songs by the fire. On April 11th, they went to the cabin with cleaning supplies and tools. By the end of the day, they were arrested. Police body camera footage shows broken glass, damaged furniture, and Rain looking scared. She told the officers they thought they had permission to be there. A neighbor had called 911, saying they heard loud voices and arguing about money. In jail, Rain whispered Bible verses. Josiah stayed silent. They were both charged with serious crimes. Rain's charge of second-degree trespassing was added on top. They spent 3 nights in jail. During that time, the story spread across the internet. Gossip websites published their mugshots with jokes. Some people believed the worst. Others defended her. The alleged cabin owner, Ellis McGowan, Rain's former manager, claimed she broke in to destroy important documents. He said she was angry about money. Rain said he stole from her. The truth is still unclear. But the damage inside the cabin was estimated at over $27,000. Some items were very old and valuable. Rain said they were already broken when she arrived. On April 14th, Rain was released. A reporter shouted, "Rain, did you do it?" She stopped, looked at the camera, and quietly said, "Judge not, lest you be judged." Then she got into Josiah's truck and drove away. While she was in jail, Rain shared a cell with a teacher arrested for parking tickets. That woman later said Rain spent her time drawing mountains on napkins and promised to mail them once she was free. Her mother watched the court hearing from home and mouthed the words, "Stay strong." The next hearing is in late June. Online, the reaction was explosive. Fans argued. Some defended her with kindness. Others attacked her. Rain responded with a simple post, a white background and the Bible quote, "Judge not, lest ye be judged." She wrote that it hurt her to see fans believe lies from someone who stole from her. She meant Ellis McGowan. McGowan's lawyers hit back. They said Rain made threats and was acting out of revenge. They shared emails where Rain warned him to return the money or the mountain will speak. Tabloids laughed, but detectives continued looking into the money trail. They found over $42,000 sent from Rain's company to McGowan's company in 2024. Whether that money was used for its intended purpose is still unknown.